Raider Nation, what is the deal, man? Once again, this your guy Panama Fargo, back to y'all live with another episode of the Raider Rundown. And today, man, we're gonna be going over all of the practice squad signings that the Las Vegas Raiders have made. One's from yesterday and one's from today. They've added, man, so now the room is fully complete and stocked with the full array of practice squad players. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get the intro started, and let's get into it.
As a young guy, I had a dream that someday I would build the finest organization in professional sports.
The deal, Raider Nation. Once again, it's your guy Panama Fargo, and you're back for another episode of the Raider Rundown, man. So if you can, please tap on the like and subscribe button, even hit on the little notification bell so you get updated whenever I drop episodes like this one right here. But like I said, man, today we're going to go over the practice squad, who they have signed, who they just newly acquired, right, to make up the entirety of the practice squad. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first player we're going to talk about is DN David Agoha. Now, he ended up having a sack in the preseason game against the Rams. We saw him, I believe he was number 62. Looks very good, right? But at the end of the day, they're going to keep him on the practice squad. He was the Raiders' international signing. So it's good to see him make the squad. They want to work with him, man. So that's great news. So David Agoha is our first one. Second, Matthew Butler. Right, name sounds familiar because that was the Raiders draft pick from last year, right? D tackle. I forget what round. It was either 6, 7, whatever the case is, but he was a late round pick. Ended up cutting him. Wasn't a surprise because most of us thought he would get beat out by the guys who were here and got drafted right this year, some of the free agents. But at the end of the day, they bring him back and they don't want to give up on him entirely. So they bring him back just to work with him. So that's our second name, right? Third name is a guy that we're going to talk a little bit about, which makes me happy, is McClendon Curtis. McClendon Curtis was a guy I continue to talk about. Now, I did make videos saying he has the skill set to be a starting caliber right guard, which I still believe. But at the end of the day, he just wasn't better than guys like Greg Van Roten and you know, apparently Jordan Meredith. So at the end of the day, you know, he ends up getting on the practice squad. But this is still a guy that I thought wasn't going to clear waivers. Ends up clearing waivers, and his physical traits are something you just can't coach. So I think this guy, that was a smart move to bring him back and continue to work with him. Third name, we're talking about Cole Fotheringham, another guy who was, you know, really battling for a spot. He was battling with Jesper Horsted for that third tight end spot, ended up losing out. But it's good to see that he came back. Has a lot of athletic traits for a tight end, man. The people around the building love him. So it's good to see that he cleared waivers as well, and he gets to come back and, you know, if anything happens to Jesper Horsted or any of these tight ends, we know we have Cole Fotheringham. He's there. So, you know, that's a good guy to have as depth as well. Next guy, we're talking about Jaden Grant. Now, this is a guy that I didn't really see too much of. I don't know too much about him, but he plays safety. So some more depth back there in the secondary position. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm never going to be mad at more depth. Now, next on the list, another guy we know very well, which is in Tyler Hall, slot corner. Now, we expected some more things, especially after they signed him to an extension during the season last year. We expected him to come in this year and play lights out, but he got beat out by Meek Robertson to make the 53. Now, it's good to see he's back with the team and he's in a system that he's still familiar with. But at the end of the day, you know, it's tough to see that a guy we had high expectations for, now he ends up on the practice squad, but he's still with the Raiders. So that's something that's good. Next guy. I don't know too much about him. He's a linebacker, but Kanai Mauga, don't know too much about him. Whatever linebacker depth we can get, I will gladly welcome that. So he joins the practice squad. Now, next guy that we got to talk about, the Raider legend, Sincere McCormick. Now, we saw a lot of good things from him last preseason, and I think he'll have his shot really to make the 53 next year. Okay, because Zeus is on a clicking top now. What the fuck am I saying? He is on a running clock now. Okay, Zeus is on a running clock. So now, right, we are waiting for Zeus to show us something. And if he does not, he's in real jeopardy next year. And it can be a guy like Sincere McCormick who comes in and slips in, right, and does his thing. And at the end of the day, he steals that spot. So somebody to really watch. Next guy, that we had high hopes for. It just didn't, come to fruition was Netane Moody. Now, Netane Moody was a guy I personally thought was going to be battling for the right guard position and actually might be able to start. Now, I was wrong because now he's on the practice squad. But at the end of the day, we still brought him back because he has, just like McClendon Curtis, physical tools you can work with that you hope you can mold into more consistency as he continues, right? So, and if there's anybody that's going to do it, it's going to be Carmen Brasillo. So, boom, from there, that, Netane Moody is the other signing. Another signing, and we talked about this. A lot of people were kind of bummed out when he got cut, but he's been brought back, and which is good to see. Isaac Rochelle, DN, he got brought back at the practice squad. So now he's back with the team, some more pass rushing depth if anything was to happen during the season. A guy that a lot of people was bummed out when I announced that he was getting cut and, waived. So good to see him being brought back, man. So that's a good thing. And it's always great to have more depth in a lot of these positions. More depth is never a bad thing. I'm not even going to say that. Now, another guy, tight end, John Samuel Shanker. Don't know too much about him, but he's 6'3", has good measurables, 242. That's great measurables coming from Auburn. So at the end of the day, another guy that you can work with a high athletic profile. Now we go back down. My guy that I was happy about, another guy that I was very happy about, Sam Webb. Right, I'm really happy they brought back Sam Webb. I know the coaching staff loves him. I know the other players love him. And just you can't teach his size and you can't teach, his measurables. He's 6'2", 195, and he fits in this Patrick Graham system. I know they want to continue to work with him and mold him. So that's another guy that we're talking about. And last but not least, Anton Wesley. Those are all the guys that they signed yesterday to the practice squad. Now, he is a receiver. Don't know too much about him, but another high measurable guy, 6'4", 206. Now, those are all the guys they signed yesterday to the practice squad. Now, before I go ahead and tell you who they signed today, you're going to get a quick little ad break from a newly acquired sponsor. So stay tuned for that, and then I'll tell you who is next after that. Raider Nation, what is the deal, man? Are you looking to get more affordable stuff, whatever it may be for your house, personal life, man, or just something that you want to have fun with? Then you come to the right place. I am now a Temu referral bonus guy. So now I'm going to put my link in the bio, in the description. Go ahead, click on that for a free $50 gift card. And at the end of the day, you can get some more free stuff. And at the end of the day, have a chance to win $150 in PayPal cash. So once again, I'm gonna go ahead, put that link in my description, man. Click on that link. If you're new to the app, you're definitely going to give me some great shit, man, for referral systems, and y'all gonna get some great shit too. So make sure you guys tap on the link down there, and I appreciate y'all once again. So now we're gonna go ahead and go through the players who were newly acquired today, man, for the Las Vegas Raiders to the practice squad to fill out the rest of the squad. Now, first we're gonna go over wide receiver Marquez Callaway. If he does sound familiar to y'all, he was with the New Orleans Saints, right? He was with the New Orleans Saints, and he was also with Sean Payton. So that's a guy that you're going to sign, right? And he's going to give you just a little inside scoop on what Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos are probably going to be doing, what you might see. He's going to have just more value than just the practice squad. So that's good right there. But you sign another receiver. Now, the next signing we talk about, linebacker Isaac Darkangelo. Now, this is a guy that signed very, very late, right? And I said when he got signed, I don't know how he's going to be able to make an impact on the roster in time, right? Because when he did got signed, there was just no time for him to make any type of move, any type of impact. But he ended up, still getting on the practice squad, clearing waivers. So this is a guy they obviously like and want to work with. So, Isaac Darkangelo was the second signing. Third signing, guard Vitaly Gurman. See, I don't remember seeing Vitaly Gurman. But, if it's more offensive line help and Carmen Brasillo and this coaching staff feel like they can get some juice out of some of these offensive linemen, the more, the merrier. Never going to be mad at that. And last but not least, DN Janarius Robinson. Janarius Robinson is the guy that is the last signing. Once again, I don't know too much about him, but he now makes up the entirety of the practice squad. And that is all your practice squad players, man. So Make sure you guys are tapping on the like and subscribe button. Tell me, who are you most excited to see at the practice squad? Who are you most excited that the Raiders retained? Who they kept? Who are you mad that they let slip away, man? I know me personally, I'm mad they let Drake Thomas go to the Seahawks, man. But you win some, you lose some. But y'all let me know down below. Remember, I'm going to be putting my Temu link in my description in the bio, man. Click on that so you have a chance to get a free $50 coupon, and at the end of the day, you get some good benefits with that. Make sure you tap in on the like, subscribe button. I'm gonna be going live on my other channel tonight. Not gonna be going live tonight on this channel. Gonna be going live on my other channel, The Sick Podcast with the Raiders Recap. That's my other channel, working with a company. So go ahead, go to that if you want to look at some fantasy drafting tonight. I'm gonna be going live there. But other than that, man, tap on them buttons, man. And you know what I always say. I keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground. On the Raider Rundown.
I need a bad bitch with an accent, serving in peace, still taxing. Just got tapped for the young Cash App, moonwalking like a young Mike Jackson. Yeah, shots to the head, ride clean and it's still fuck feds. Realest nigga and it's on my kids, so who the fuck gon' wanna test me, bitch?